Hello everyone, and welcome to our second spooky stream. It's still October, and that means it is still time for scary games, as we just drop everything else in order to get scared, because that's what we do during this month. So, I thought for the first game, the first scary game that we might be playing this week, we might go for a PC classic, that is System Shock 2. System Shock 2, a very influential horror first-person shooter, influential on many games such as, BioShock, obviously. Other games like Doom 3, or games just where you're walking around an abandoned space station, like maybe the recent Alien Isolation, something like that. So I thought maybe we might give this a go, and see how long we go before we decide maybe we've had enough spooks. Let's start off with the intro to tell us, to tell us what this game is all about.
Look at you, hacker. A pathetic creature of meat and bone, panting and sweating as you run through my corridors. How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine? In 2072, a rogue artificial intelligence known as Shodan lost her mind. In her limitless imagination, Shodan saw herself as a goddess, destined to inherit the earth. That image was snuffed out by the hacker who created her.
February 3rd is the day the magic happens. The Von Braun, the first starship in history capable of traveling at faster than light speed, will undertake her maiden voyage. This incredible journey is the result of teamwork between the UNN Protectorate and the incredible scientific minds at the newly relicensed Tri-Optimum Corporation. Imagine being able to travel to distant star systems in a period of weeks. It's all part of Tri-Op's commitment to the future. The Von Braun is packed with over 1.8 billion flight, scientific, and security systems, nearly all developed by Tri-Optimum and its wholly owned subsidiaries. Providing security for the Von Braun as she plows through the heavens will be the UNN Rickenbacker. At her helm will be no less than Captain William Bedford Diego himself, hero of the Battle of Boston Harbor during the Eastern States Police action. This incredible union of government and corporation is made possible by an intricate series of docking mechanisms that will allow the Rickenbacker to piggyback its way into jump space. Sleek, fast, revolutionary. Who knows what wonders await our crews in the bosom of the cosmos? All we do know is that it's a great day for mankind.
As a UNN Von Braun, we've been hijacked by an unknown force. Ship security has been compromised. Do not allow the ship... Repeat, do not allow the ship to leave under any circumstances. I don't know what we're up against here.
Alright, well, like they said, it's a great day for science, as the Von Braun is going out into the unknown. Except maybe for that odd message about something about being hijacked, but that's probably nothing. It's probably nothing. I guess we'll stick it on normal. I've played a little bit of it, and I've seen a bunch through videos and Let's Plays, but I've never actually done a full playthrough myself, so we'll see how this goes.
Look at you, hacker.
The intro just plays at that point. Okay, we could have just done it from there. Okay, so, we begin...
Welcome to the Ramsey Center UNN recruitment facility. Please watch your step when leaving the train. The grav shafts at the end of the hall will take you to the street-level training and recruitment center. Please proceed to the grav shafts.
We're a new recruit. We are bright-eyed and idealistic about what it means to join Tri-Optimum. Hold on, let me just... I'm gonna need to move this, have it in windowed mode. Whoop. That doesn't look good at all. How horrific! Hold on, I need to move this window to a better place. And probably I shouldn't put it over OBS as it is trying to capture the game. And then, because that stuff will happen. That didn't turn out very well. Okay. Okay. Everything's better. Now, the first thing I notice is that the default controls on this game kind of odd, because W is forward as it usually is, but X is back and Z and C are strafe. So I guess I'll need to get used to that.
Step into the grav shafts to proceed to the street-level recruitment.
I haven't seen anything for rebinding keys. Maybe it's just hidden. The brave future. What can we do to help out humanity?
Before you choose your career, you'll want to learn some basic abilities. First, you should go into the basic training center. When you're done with basic training, proceed to the advanced training area.
Oh, you can rebind the keys? It's an options? Well, too late now. I don't want to bog this down by changing controls. I'll just have to get used to it.
Welcome, trainee. While you're in our virtual training courses, we provide you with a simulated cyber interface. This training interface is identical to an actual military-grade cyber interface. Now, let's try it out. Move the mouse. See how it changes where you look?
Wow.
That means you're in shoot mode. Hit the tab key. This puts you in use mode, where you can use your mouse to interact with items in the world. Open your primary MFD, or multifunction display, by clicking on the MFD button near the bottom of the screen. This display shows your strengths in various areas. When you're ready to continue, press the tab key to go back to shoot mode.
So complex.
Try changing between modes until you get the hang of it.
Alright, I don't know.
Follow the red path along the ground to the next training station.
I think I've got that part down.
To pick up items, center them on your screen and right-click. This will automatically place that item into your inventory.
We got snacks.
To view your inventory, press the tab key. You can move items around your inventory by left-clicking and dragging them around. To drop an item, drag it from your inventory into the 3D view and release the mouse button.
Oh no, my chips.
To use items like buttons in computers, center them in your view and click the right mouse button. To use items like buttons in computers, center them in your view and click the right mouse button. All usable items will have brackets around them. Highlight the button on the pillar and right-click. This will activate the lift. The object before you is a med hypo. Pick it up and then press tab to go into use mode.
It's my understanding
on the med hypo will use it and restore some needed hit points.
That this is exactly what military training is like.
Your hit points are displayed by a bar in the lower left corner of your screen. Many objects in your inventory can be used by right-clicking on them.
Precious hit points.
See the crate in front of you? To search it, center it on your screen and right-click. If you are in use mode, simply move the pointer to the crate and right-click. To take an item from that container, simply left-click on it. This will automatically place that item in your inventory. To close the container window and return to shoot mode, press the tab key. One of the most important tools you have as a soldier is your PDA. This device stores audio logs, emails, and other useful information. Click on the disk icon near the bottom of your screen to bring up the PDA display.
Tell me more about audio logs.
The contents of your PDA are empty. Now pick up the audio log in front of you.
At the time, I would assume this was an innovative storytelling mechanism. Alright.
This message is coming from the audio log you just picked up. You can use your PDA at any time to play any audio log or email you've received. In the field, the PDA is also used for keeping track of your current mission objectives and obtaining help information.
See what I mean about innovative? I mean, how many games use audio logs? It's like the de facto...
Now it's time to learn about jumping and mantling.
Storytelling mechanic in
simply
FPS is
press
now.
the space bar. To climb a ladder, simply walk into it and look upward. You'll automatically start climbing the ladder.
Alright, we did it. Am I supposed to jump over to that one? I failed. Fortunately, in the brave future, they let you complete basic training even if you fail.
You've done well. Remember, If you're unclear on any aspect of what you've just learned, you can repeat the training as often as you wish.
I don't see why we need to do that. Obviously, this is going to be a very smooth mission. Nothing is going to go wrong.
If you've completed basic training, you're ready for the advanced lessons provided here. Advanced training will familiarize you with the 3 key areas of military service: weapons training, technical training, and psionics training. Approach the Cyberlink booth of your choice to train in that area. When you finish training in the 3 areas, proceed directly to the recruitment center to choose and start your military career.
I feel that, considering we have a bunch of games up for tonight, I don't know how much we would end up using these advanced skills. So maybe we'll just head out to the recruitment center. And if we...
Here's where you make your choice, soldier. Here's where you enlist in one of the 3 branches of the military. Once you decide on your branch of service, there's no going back. A shuttle will take you to a UNN orbital space station, where you'll receive a briefing regarding your yearly postings. Good luck.
Alright, so we have a choice on which branch we want to go into. And that's just how the military works. You walk into a hallway, and there are 3 doors, and they say, which one do you want to go into? And then you do that, and that's how you choose what you're going to do with the rest of your life. Yeah, maybe we could go with a vote here. Okay, number 1 for the left, OSC. Number 2 in the middle, Navy. Number 3 on the right. I believe that said Marines. OSA. Looks like heading to the right is the most popular choice. So, no, oh. Okay, so heading for Navy seems to be the least popular one, we can tell. And some people wanting us to choose number 4, which is what I assume is turning right back around, heading out and not joining the military at all. Be a free spirit. Don't do what they tell you to do. But it looks like that number 3 is winning. So we are going to turn to the right, and we are going to make the choice on what we're going to do with the rest of our lives right now, and heading into the Marines. Hold on a moment. The window keeps moving around whenever it goes to a different scene. The game, I guess, is meant to be played in full screen. It does have windowed mode, but kind of doesn't want to stay where I put it. Alright. Okay. We'll see if that happens again. For right now, we're a Space Marine, yes. And it's year 1 of our military career. Man, look at that expanse. The infinite cosmos. It really makes you think about your place in the universe. Feeling so insignificant, looking out there at the infinite.
Welcome to Space Station Wake Island, Marine. So you've survived basic training at Camp Lejeune. Better still, you've managed to learn a thing or 2 about standard weapons. But now it's time for the real deal. Your tour of duty will consist of 4 postings over 4 years. The Corps demands a lot of you, grunts, but the Corps is generous. You get to choose your own postings. Head up to the shuttle bays in the center of the Wake Island, and you'll be briefed on what's ahead. When you find the right posting, head into that bay to accept the assignment. Good luck, Marine.
Yes, I liked how they programmed this robot with a tougher voice. Because now we're at a boot camp. We're going to be going into the Marines, so you have to have a real tough voice to talk to these soldiers. Okay, so it looks like that we again decide on what we're going to do with our military career by going down hallways.
The Navy maintains a survival training school on the surface of Io, the third moon of Jupiter. Pros, there's no better way to improve stamina and survival skills. Cons, the 21.2% mortality rate. Plus, you've got to spend the year with a bunch of Navy skanks.
Well, that does sound real tough. A lot of people don't make it. I don't know what kills them all. Maybe those Navy skanks.
If you're partial to spending time with a lot of high explosives, this posting is for you. There's a lot of heavy lifting, but Ordnance also gets the first pick of booze and other goodies coming aboard the supply ship Gallo. Lock and load.
And what is our third choice?
Not every boarding party has the luxury of gravity, so the Corps strongly recommends every one of its brethren getting some zero-G training. A year aboard the training station Guadalcanal should suffice.
So that means our training involves flying around everywhere? Because that sounds like the coolest training. But then again, yeah, explosives and booze are over here.
If you're partial to spending time with a lot of high explosives, this posting is for you. There's a lot of heavy lifting, but Ordnance also gets the first pick of booze and other goodies coming aboard the supply ship Gallo. Lock and load.
Alright, so again, keeping in mind that, you know, we're just going to be playing for a bit tonight, is there a particular one that we should be going in? So 1, 2, or 3? I think that what these do is they affect the stats that we have in certain aspects when we begin the game. But again, how much use will any of this actually have in the time that we have together tonight? It looks like number 1 is winning. So it looks like everyone tonight, just about, is into some high explosives.
If you're partial to spending time with a lot of high explosives, this posting is for you.
All right, and that's our first year in the military. Our stint is finished, and we've used the time well and bulked up considerably. We've gained 2+ strength from our time in the military. Time for year 2. Man, we are going through all kinds of training for I don't know, just like an easy career in the military, I would assume, where nothing really happens.
Dummy ammunition, live ammunition, moving targets, stationary targets, live targets. The Port MacArthur training facility has enough hardware to warm the heart of any leatherneck.
Well, I do like some heavy ordnance.
The automated asteroid ore facilities in JM-432 supply the UNN shipyards, so they're crucial to defense. However, they're also prime candidates for hackers. Somebody's gotten their claws into the primary data loop, and they need a team to head in there and blast their way past the automated defense systems.
Alright, so if we were the hacker type of soldier, maybe that's what we would want to do.
A tour of duty aboard the Antigua should let you pick up some one-on-one beam weapon training from Gunnery Sergeant Malloy. But heads up, she's a world-class SOB.
Oh man. You know, considering how many of these they're gonna make us do, I guess I'll just pick Gunnery. Let's say that, and we'll deal with the world-class SOB. Not that we'll ever actually meet her or anything. I guess that's her, but I mean, yeah. So that's another year done. Let's see. The gunnery sergeant snapped during a training exercise and killed half of a troop. Well, I mean, that's yeah. After that, we were put in charge, and we got good with the low-energy beam weapons. And year 3 happens. Wow, this sounds like some pretty exciting training happening during our first 2 years of the military. All right, what else do we have in year 3?
The colony air surface gets the dregs of the fleet, and the Antigua is the dregs of the dregs. You'll learn a lot about recalcitrant machinery on a tour of duty aboard the Antigua, if it doesn't blow you to hell and back first.
Wait, why do I want to do that?
The Pleiades trading station has long been a haven for the black market. However, up until now, they have not interfered with the running of station operations. Recent reports indicate that the Pleiades command staff has been overthrown, and the station is under the control of a self-appointed magnate. This must be rectified, and a Marine presence maintained on the station.
Alright, what's our That sounds like the easy one.
The UNN Secretary General's office needs a full staff of armed guards. When things are dull, it requires a lot of standing around looking good in a uniform. When things are bad, it can require fending off a Psi-terrorist assault.
But it does give you a lot of free time to do what you want, I guess. Okay, let's see what's happening here. We do look sharp in a uniform, and we can keep our rifle in tip-top shiny condition, but we were very bored. We gain +1 maintenance. That sounds like probably not one of the best ones to up our stats, unless we really want stats and maintenance. So, we applied to be part of this prestigious mission that they talked about in the beginning, on board the Rickenbacker, which is accompanying the Von Braun, and Captain Wilfred Bedford Diego.
Shuttle A-138, you have clearance for landing on the Von Braun in Shuttle Bay 2. Welcome aboard, soldier.
Has accepted our application.
Reinitializing memory strings. Restoring patient memory. Restoring memory. Restoring memory.
Steady yourself, soldier. This is Dr. Janice Polito of the computer ops staff of the Von Braun. You're safe for the time being. You're recovering from the effects of surgery and will be unable to remember any of the events of the last few weeks. You're on board the starship Von Braun and something's gone very, very wrong. Some kind of force has hijacked this ship. That's why you volunteered to be implanted with some experimental cybernetic implants. Rely on your cyber interface. It just might save your life. You must find an elevator and come up to Deck 4 to meet me. Deck 4. Can you remember that? But keep your eyes open. They're after us both now.
And yes, as you can see, things are getting hacked. Like the stream, oh no! So much hacking going on right now. Yep.
Watch out. The window. It's become unstable due to... Move! Take cover!
Alright, we have to get out of here. So as you heard, we lost all our memory.
Critical decompression hazard in the cryo recovery suite. Evacuate immediately.
As you heard, we lost all our memory. We don't know what's going on. All we know is that things went real bad aboard the ship. And we have to try to make our way to safety. We're contacted by someone we've never met before, a high-ranking officer on board this ship, and all we can really do is just follow her instructions. Now, it's so heavy we can't move it out of the way. Fortunately, this corpse has something on him. It's a bloody wrench. So let's see. There we go. Okay. Just getting the controls down. Alright, so now we have a wrench, and we can break stuff with the wrench. Like that. I mean, that is, you know, that's some pretty... We obviously went through some pretty impressive strength training as we were getting ready to join the military. It comes pre-bloody for you? Well, yeah. I mean, obviously some bad stuff has been going down on board this ship.
The entire sector is depressurizing and the blue vacuum shield won't last long. Get through a secure airlock before you're sucked into space. Move it!
Fortunately, I remember my training on how to press buttons. I should probably listen to this.
Great. Gotta change the access codes out of Cryo A again. Like I've got nothing better to do. I think Grassy just likes to make work for me. I'll set the new code to 45100. That should be easy enough to remember.
Audio logs rescuing us once again. What's that sound? Oh, hey, there's someone alive. Oh. Well, that didn't look very good at all.
Warning. Decompression event imminent. Please move immediately to cryo recovery B. Decompression event imminent.
Alright. Hopefully we've gotten to a safe area, at least for right now. That was a wrench? That seemed huge. Anyway, we already had a wrench, so I don't think we needed it.
This power cell is dead. There should be a recharger nearby. Just use it and it will recharge all the power-driven devices in your possession. After you've recharged the cell, plug it into the auxiliary power unit. That should open the airlock door. Be quick about it. The vacuum seals won't hold up much longer.
Am I crouching? No, that did not work. I did not think I was crouching. So do I use that battery with this here? Or do I need to find... Oh, is this... Oh yeah, this is recharge all items. Anything else in here? Maybe if I hit it a bunch of times... Did that not charge it? It does say recharge all item. That's not the charger? Remember my... I can't remember my training. I lost all of my memory. It's all gone. I don't remember anything we've done over the past 3 years.
Airlock door inoperative. Auxiliary power override failure. Please replace power cell.
Should I just drag it over onto it? It says it's a charge power cell, alright. Okay. It was just drag and drop.
Good. You've managed to get out before the whole area depressurized. I've just uploaded you some cybernetic modules. You can use them to upgrade your cybernetic rig at the upgrade units in this area. There are 4 types of units in the next room. 1 for each subsystem of your cybernetic gear. Stats, psi, weapons, and tech. But use the modules carefully. They're hard to come by.
Wow, she can just upload us upgrades. I don't know, does she send it to us through email or something? such shoddy condition. It's shocking. You would think that, considering how prestigious this mission is, that the Rickenbacker would be in better condition. What's generally would you think is the best stat that you would need to upgrade? Upgrade the hacks? Do I want to be a hacker? Well, I mean, this is the 90s we're talking about, so clearly I do want to be a hacker, but I have insufficient cyber modules. How spooky. That door is not opening all the way. Well, we do have a locked door right here. I don't think we saw the passcode anywhere. So maybe this is something that we'll have to use our hacking skills on. I can't, because I need hack skill 1. I am not good enough of a hacker. I'm just a meathead, really. We wasted our training just being an honor guard. We didn't learn anything at all. Oh, wait, there's an audio log right there.
Hey Doc, a security bot showed up with orders from you to place this grunt into the recovery freezer. I'm no cyber doc, but I know a plant job when I see one. I suppose you know they outlawed R-grade cyber goodies after that fiasco back on Citadel Station. But hey, I just work here, right?
Oh, such sass. Well, Janice Polito, that's the person who's giving us our orders. Already looked at that. What was that message even for? I don't know. Maybe we'll find whatever it was he was referring to later on. Okay, so that's where you upgrade weapons. Psi. Stats. And tech. Okay, so it seems like right now we might need to upgrade our hacking skills if we had enough cyber modules. But it said we don't. The code for the door is 0000. Really? I mean, we'll try. Oh, wait. Did I not notice this?
Somebody let me out. I can't find my card. Please, let me out of here.
You guys, we're on a haunted ship. There are ghosts on this ship. You know, it should be part of military operation for a ship in active duty to go through a good despooking before being sent out on a mission. Think that they cut corners on this one.
Access needed.
We did get training to deal with ghosts, but we lost all of our memory. I mean, how are we supposed to do any of this if we can't remember even our military training? And you might wonder why deleting our memory was part of the cryostasis procedure, but, you know, I'm not going to second-guess what the scientists have to say. Not that I know anything about it myself. What is that he has? It's a cyan. See, anything else up here? It didn't look like it. That one we can't get into yet, it sounds. Already tried that. Alright, so someone said that the code to this one was actually 0000. It is. That is the code made by someone who is being told to adhere to IT's procedures, their best practices, but doesn't want to put any effort into it. I have to change my password again? It's only been a month. I'm going to start with 0000, and then next time it'll be 00001, and then 00002. Because that's what happens when IT has to put their procedures onto people who really don't care about it. Let's see. I still have insufficient cyber modules to upgrade my hack. I don't want to use any cyber modules on anything else. I would like to try to get the hack done, just in case we need that. Alright, so that was just a closet. What? Oh. I am the best Marine. Break the glass upstairs. Okay. Oh, okay, yep, I guess that's the Marine way. We got a piece of debris. Well, I hope that comes in useful. Oh. Missed that access card.
Well done. I'm uploading some more modules.
I did it. Oh, hello.
Sorry. Hurry, kill me!
I mean, if you want me to, I guess.
Increasing targeting resolution.
What does he hold? He has nanites. Alright, so now we have encountered the angry space zombies. Our training in the Honor Guard never prepared us for angry space zombies. What are we gonna do now? Oh, we got a log. Probably should watch out for space zombies. Oh. Not sure what that is. Probably should watch out for space zombies as I'm listening to this log.
Why is it that no one listens to me? The security protocols on the Xerxes system are clearly immature. Some idiot hacked into the primary data loop last night and made Xerxes sing Elvis Presley songs for 3 hours. I finally had to pull the voice subsystem offline. What would happen if someone with a real agenda got into him?
I don't know, that sounds like a pretty good use for an AI. Can you think of a better one? Got some of the old sauce. Let's see. I'm gonna eat some potato chips while I'm here. Glug, 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 and use a hypo. I am injecting myself with drugs while drinking booze and eating potato chips. I mean, what else are you gonna do when you're in a situation like this? When you've got angry space zombies that are gonna try to kill you?
Kill me!
Okay, I'm gonna take a piece of their body. And a soda can. I mean, he didn't drink this Coke, so I'm not gonna waste it.
Damn. The power outage has also taken out access to this bulkhead. It's the only way to get to the medical subsection. Pick up the battery from the floor and find a recharger. The one you used before is in hard vacuum now, I'm afraid, but there should be another one on this deck. Once you get the battery recharged, place it in the auxiliary override.
Alright, so I mean, I guess there must be another power recharger somewhere for this battery. Oh, hey. And I'm dead. So, that's System Shock 2. It's a space game. We're in space. We're on a space station, and we are trying to survive. But apparently our military training did not help us survive. We ended up dying by the angry space zombies. But I mean, hey, everyone else died as well on the spaceship. So I don't see why it would be expected that we would actually be able to make it, and no one else did. So, maybe we'll come back to System Shock 2 at another time. Maybe this was just like seeing what it's like, getting a little intro to it, seeing what it's all about. Maybe we'll try a bit more of a serious playthrough at another time. Because, like I said, I have not played through the game before. So this is something I would be interested in trying to get through and see what it's all like. But that was the attempt of our first soldier who, just wasted away in training, being an honor guard, figuring that was the easy way out. You stand around looking good in a uniform. If only he knew that he would be stuck on a spaceship with space zombies. I mean, you can't really predict that was what was going to happen. What was our soldier's name? Unfortunately, he forgot. That's right. Even his name. He forgot all about it when his memories were deleted, waking up from cryostasis. So that's System Shock 2. Maybe we'll give it another go at some point. So, of course, I mean, maybe that's just for the best, since we do have a few different horror games to try tonight. Not just System Shock 2. No, not just that. There are a few things that we can try. And one of those things is a little PC game called Harvester. And at the beginning of Harvester, we wake up after a night of strange dreams, it seems like. Let's examine our inventory. That's us. We have a happy little face on that photo right there. It's a point-and-click adventure, so we should probably look around. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Ooh, we got an autograph from GPF. So we have this, it's a nice little bedroom from times past. Oh, we should probably get... I can actually right-click in order to punch, which is a little different thing than you usually would have from most point-and-click adventures. Not a whole lot in here, but we should probably pick up what we can see. We got a pen. We got a quarter. Can't pick up those shades, though. Let's head downstairs. Alright, well, that is a pretty old-style TV, and there's a little kid watching it. I guess we should probably take a look at this.
What?
So there's a whole lot of options in Harvester on what you can say.
Leave me alone, Steve, or I'll tell Mom on you. Mom's in the kitchen, and if you bug me, I'll call her.
Look, do you know me?
Wish I didn't, 'cause then you wouldn't be my brother, and I'd have your room, and all the presents at Christmas. Though I will soon enough anyway, 'cause you're a lousy rat.
You're my brother?
No, duh.
Listen, I don't mean to, bug you, but I can't seem to remember anything. Will you please just tell me who you are?
Mom, Steve is bugging me.
Steve, leave Hank alone right now.
So, someone asked if I've played this. Yeah, I have played through Harvester before a while back, and it's quite an interesting game. So, this kind of gives us the premise on what's going on. Our character here, he doesn't remember anything. That seems like kind of a theme so far for tonight. Our character cannot remember anything at all. We woke up in bed, we came out into this room, and apparently this is our brother.
Steve, are you talking to me?
Yeah, only I don't want to be, 'cause I'm trying to watch my cowboy show.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm telling you, I need your help. I've lost my memory.
Have not. Cut it out.
I'm telling you the truth.
You always were a kidder, Steve. Leave me alone. I'm sick.
What does he mean by that?
What's wrong with you?
I got a headache and a stomachache.
Then why aren't you in bed?
'Cause I want to watch my cowboy show.
You look all right to me.
I'm not faking. I couldn't go to school because I'm sick. Daddy's sick in bed too. And Mom believes me anyway. So shut up.
Steve and his brother seem to have a pretty hostile relationship. What's this special cowboy show?
Have you noticed that your show is in black and white?
What else? Color? On a TV?
Well, I think I've seen a colored television before.
Have not. Quit it, or I'm gonna tell.
Hey, look at that. Your mother lets you watch this stuff?
Sure. This is part of history. What made America great. And besides, blood and guts are needed.
I wonder what we think about that. Maybe we should, You know, it is the 90s, and, violence in video games were a really hot-button issue, so maybe little kids shouldn't watch this.
Well, you can't stop me, so let me alone. Or else.
So, what about Dad?
Your dad is asleep?
He and Mom went at it last night pretty hard. He stayed in bed. I saw what she did to him. It was pretty bad.
What did she...
Like you don't know. I saw you and her on the couch last Wednesday night. Guess that's why she's grounded now, huh? Too bad you wouldn't pay me and I had to tell, huh?
What are you talking about? What girl?
What? Is there another one too? Wait till I tell.
So obviously we cannot trust our brother with any information at all.
I don't know what girl you're talking about.
All summer, it's been Stephanie this and Stephanie that. And now you don't remember? You think I'm dumb or something?
No, I just can't remember anything, like I said.
Well, you better remember quick, because the wedding's in 2 weeks.
What?
Leave me alone so I can watch TV.
Some people asking about social commentary and is this game trying to convey a message? Yeah, and I mean, it's really not subtle as to what the message is. I mean, I think you've gotten it so far. I think that you've grasped what the social commentary is that Harvester has to impart.
That's a weird-looking television. Come to think of it, this whole place looks totally retro.
What do you mean, retro? All TVs look alike.
Sure, basically. But this is one old-fashioned clunker.
Old-fashioned? It's brand new.
Yeah, but look at the tube. Where's the remote control?
What's that?
Now that I think about it, I can't remember.
And what was that you said about retro rockets?
No, retro. It means... Oh man, I know what I mean. That everything here is wrong. But I can't picture the difference.
Then shut up and quit bugging me. I'm watching my terrible show.
That does seem strange about how our character obviously knows about more modern technology, but that didn't exist in this time period.
Good. Finally.
Well, maybe we should head into the kitchen and talk to our mother.
Well, hello there. How about some cookies? There's plenty of rejects in the trash.
Who are you?
That's a fine way to talk to your mother.
You're my mother?
That's right. Though sometimes I get treated like the hired help around here.
I don't remember you.
Of course you don't. Until you need your socks washed.
No, you don't understand. I can't remember where I am or even who I am.
Land's sake, stop your joshing, won't you? Honestly, Steve, I thought you'd grow up a little after graduation. I only hope that new job will plant your feet on the ground.
So that's my name. Steve.
Your name will be M.U.D. Mud if you don't stop teasing me, young man.
Listen, this may sound strange, but I've lost my memory. Do you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious.
Sure, and next you'll be telling me you don't remember Hank and your little sister.
Someone asked if I'm going to use the text parser. I don't know if there's any reason to do it. Like, you can click on this, and you can type stuff.
Stop speaking nonsense, dear.
But I don't know if there are any keywords or anything that you would use to actually get a unique response. So I don't actually know why it's there. Let's talk about graduation.
When did I graduate?
4 months ago, as if you could forget that.
What college?
College? A high school diploma is all you need to get a job. And besides, you can't marry Stephanie if you're going to waste your time going to college. 18 years old and you're just now getting your first job. It's a disgrace, but better late than never. I guess we can thank Stephanie for that.
So you can type in the F word and get a response? All right.
What a thing to say to your mother. Was that an invitation now that your father is out of action?
Oh, that's unfortunate. I guess if we're going in feet first.
Maybe later, dear. Right now I have housework to do. Though you can watch if you want. Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
I sure will. There's a baby sleeping over here.
I told you I'm busy, Steve. Why don't you talk to Hank, or go next door and visit Stephanie, or go get an early start on your new job?
So who is this Stephanie person?
And just who is Stephanie?
Don't you dare toy with that sweet girl. If you start in on her with all this amnesia poop, she'll think her fiancé is having second thoughts about the wedding.
Yeah, we've been talking about this wedding.
Look, all this talk about weddings is nuts. I'm not marrying anybody till I figure out what's going on here.
First the heartbreak of psoriasis, and now this. 2 weeks before the wedding and you're backing out. Whatever will the neighbors think?
I can't marry someone I don't even know.
Fine, have it your way, but leave me out of it. If you're going to break Stephanie's heart, you march right next door and do it yourself. And don't expect me to write you a note.
Fiancé? This is insane!
Oh, you're not having second thoughts about marrying Stephanie? Is that what this silliness is all about? Pre-wedding jitters?
Can something like that produce amnesia?
Stop this foolishness right now and count your blessings. Stephanie is great at cooking and cleaning.
Alright, someone asking to put in the word kidder and see if anything happens?
Stop speaking nonsense, dear.
No, it does not appear to be.
What's cooking and cleaning got to do with anything?
Honestly, boys are so dense. What else is there for a wife but cooking and cleaning? You may not appreciate a hot meal on a clean plate when it's there, but if it wasn't, we'd hear about it soon enough, I'll bet.
You're saying that's all there is to marriage? Cooking and cleaning?
Well, you'll have to ask your father about that, but I'm sure Stephanie will do her duty when the time comes.
She's talking about sex. Let's talk about the duty.
Bless your innocence, but there are certain disgusting truths that go along with marriage. Facts that can't be disguised by sheets which wrap around the contours of flexing go-go's and bouncing legs. You can't know what I'm talking about, and that's best. When the time comes to make a baby with Stephanie, you'll have to make your peace with the fact that when a farmer plants his seed, he can't help but get some nasty dirt on his hoe.
I guess that is a way to explain it. Let's talk about our father.
My father?
He's in the other room. He decided to sleep in today. Now please, let me get back to my cookies.
What about those cookies?
The bake sale is on Friday, and yet you're baking the cookies now.
Never put off till tomorrow what you can do today.
But they'll be stale by then.
That's why I'm throwing them away.
And then cooking more?
To replace the ones I throw out.
Why?
Well, I have to. No one's going to pay to eat stale cookies out of the garbage can.
But you expect me to?
Of course not, Steve. I wouldn't charge you. I'm your mother. Help yourself.
Right, so, practice cookies. Well, we could eat some practice cookies, but
Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
I think that's probably enough. So apparently our father is in the master bedroom over here, but it's locked. We can't actually talk to our father, it seems. I keep talking about...
Damn it.
Alright, let's take some newspaper. Since they did keep talking about putting the newspaper out for Jimmy.
Hey, Steve, I'm Jimmy James. Remember me?
I guess not.
Hey, how come you haven't been putting the paper out for me in the morning?
Are we supposed to? I mean, I think this is the first time we've seen this kid.
Yeah? Well, try to remember, will ya? How'd you expect a working Joe to make an honest living? You don't put the paper out, I'm out of a job.
So what? You don't get paid for picking up papers anyway.
The Sentinel building burnt down. What the heck else am I supposed to do? Listen, start putting that paper out and everything will be Jake, okay? That's all I want. That and a pair of sneakers. Walking this route every day has worn holes in mine. Say, you got any spare sneakers?
Well, I mean, obviously we do want things to be Jake. I don't think we have any spare sneakers, though.
Oh, gee whiz. Look, if you find any, I'd be willing to trade you for them. Something really neato. Think about it. See you later, alligator.
Well, he does want the newspaper. I suppose we could give it to him.
There now, see how easy it is? Things are so much better between us when you remember the paper in the morning. And let's keep them that way.
So people keep telling me to punch everyone. Unfortunately, that would end the game really quickly if we did that. For example, he's armed. If we were to punch him, he would shoot us dead. So while we can do things like punching people, it doesn't go so well for us. Now, this is the town map. It's not a very large town. There's the general store. There's the Potsdam residence, the Johnson residence, the cemetery, the Shady Oaks mortuary, the fire station, the police station, the newspaper building, the TV station, Edna's Diner, the Kain Memorial School, the meat plant, the town missile base. And there's the lodge. So the lodge has a big ominous red light on top of it. We should probably look at that.
Only initiates may enter the Hall of the Order of the Harvest Moon.
Did you say something?
I did not speak, but my mind touched yours.
Telepathy? But how?
Only those who seek enlightenment warrant my attention. Do you hunger for true knowledge?
Yes, always. What kind of knowledge?
Forbidden knowledge of forgotten pleasures, and pleasures as yet undiscovered. But such is not for the likes of you. Not yet. You must first fill out an application to be considered for initiation into the mysteries.
Are you a member of the Edom? Is that what you're getting at? Is that the initiation into the mysteries we're referring to? But such an ancient and knowledgeable order, it seems odd that they would have paperwork needed.
Members of the Order are privy to many hidden truths.
Such as?
They know what the trees whisper to the wind to make it howl. They know what the worm knows as it squirms in a rotting leg. They know what you've forgotten.
Well, I think we do want to know. So what about our amnesia?
When you find the path, truth will be revealed to you. When you possess the truth, you will know what you knew. And if anything remains forgotten, then it was never worth the knowing.
So it looks like we're not going to get much out of him unless we have the proper paperwork. What's this in here? Oh, there are red eyes in the hole. Alright, we probably should check out our neighbors. They're the only other house on our block.
There he is, my future son-in-law. And how's he doing today? What brings him to the Potsdam household? Huh?
So, he said his future son-in-law. So, it's his daughter that we would be marrying. Well, I guess we should see what he thinks about this whole memory thing.
What a card.
Would I kid about something like that? Why won't you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Your mother just telephoned us about your latest shenanigans. Isn't that right, Mrs. Potsdam?
Sure did, Mr. Potsdam. You little rascal.
Imagination's a swell thing to have, in small amounts. Man needs to keep his feet on the ground, especially if he's getting married. Tell me, is your father feeling better? Is he going back to the slaughterhouse anytime soon?
So our father works at a slaughterhouse, you say?
I can't imagine a better job than working in a slaughterhouse.
It might be pretty cool.
Sure, it'd be just dandy. And you can't argue with success. Everyone in Harvest gets their meat from your dad. What a grand business to go into. Oh, sure, cutting animals open may not be much fun. Reaching into their bodies and yanking out the bloody guts, intestines dangling and slapping against you, the smell of death and shit in your nostrils all the time. Well, those are all definite cons. But once you're done, the guts have been washed into the gutters. What are you left with? Meat. Rows and rows of scrumptious red meat.
That's odd. Maybe there was a problem with that voice sample clip. Don't know what that was. But we can see that Mr. Potsdam is very interested in meat to the extent that he has seems to have a portrait of steak on the wall. So that's really someone who loves meat.
Meat is the foundation of any decent society. Everyone needs at least 3 servings of red meat a day. and anyone who says otherwise is a commie. And once you're married to Stephanie, I'll be part of the family too, and your father will give me all the meat I want. Kind of makes up for not getting into the lodge.
So Mr. Potsdam wanted to get into the lodge, but apparently was not able to. So someone asked about this.
Stop mumbling, Steve. I can't understand you at all.
No, nothing really from that. I guess let's talk about the lodge, since Mr. Potsdam seems to know something about it.
Why are you so anxious to get into the lodge?
There's wonders inside. I've heard there's more meat in there than they know what to do with. Now that you're of age, Steve, you might go down to the post office and fill out a lodge application. They're always looking for new blood.
So, the post office is where we can get this mysterious application. So I guess the lodge, I mean, you'd think they work in subtle ways, but apparently not. They just have the post office carry their applications for them. Let's talk about Stephanie, I guess.
Well, don't look at me. Mrs. Potsdam wants Stephanie to study hard for her finals. If it was up to me, you could go straight upstairs, but you know, the little woman, you'll have to ask her permission to see Stephanie. Sorry, Steve. The last thing I want to do is upset you and your father before the wedding. Not with the meat at stake. You will remind your dad about the meat, won't you?
Seems like Mr. Potsdam is very concerned about the meat. He does not seem to have an issue with us going upstairs to see his daughter before the wedding, so, alright, let's talk about our father.
I haven't seen my father. He's locked in a room.
He's not going to die, is he?
Like I said, I don't know. That woman, Mom, tends to him herself.
Well, next time you see him, be sure to tell him that I said hello. And tell him that I'm praying for his speedy recovery. And also, would you remind him about the meat? Especially about the meat.
Yeah, fine. If I see him.
You should be more concerned. If he dies, then who's going to take over the slaughterhouse? Who's going to tend to the meat? I guess as his son, you'd take over. Right?
Well, I don't know about that, but maybe we should talk to Mrs. Potsdam to see if she would let us up to see Stephanie, just to see what's going on here.
Hello, Steve. Have you flossed today?
She does look a little familiar.
Honestly, you men can insult a woman without even knowing you've done it. What a horrible thing to say.
You're both standing around baking cookies. Same cut of dress. Same pearls. So bizarre.
There's nothing bizarre about baking cookies. The Harvest Charity Bake Sale is Friday, you know, and by gosh, Mrs. Marvin Potsdam Jr. can be counted on to do her share.
Okay, let's talk about this. Bake sale seems very important. I guess we should talk about that.
This charity bake sale. What is it supposed to benefit?
Oh, I dislike talking about gruesome subjects. When you get right down to it, all charity is pretty ugly, isn't it?
I don't follow.
Ask Mr. Moynihan. He's organized this event. In conjunction with the lodge, naturally.
Wonder what they meant by that.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
No, so far only Steve's mother has had any reaction to that.
Mr. Moynihan runs the Wayward Hotel and the Shady Oaks Funeral Parlor. It's rumored he has connections with the lodge, but the Order keeps that kind of thing secret. And Mr. Potsdam has tried to get him to put in a good word for his lodge application, but so far... Give my regards to your parents.
Alright, so I guess we're not going to get up to see Stephanie. Unless maybe we just go up the stairs.
Sorry. You'll have to ask Mrs. Potsdam for permission to see Stephanie. She's in the kitchen.
Okay, maybe we should try that again and see if we can just talk specifically
Hello,
about
dear.
Stephanie.
She's upstairs.
Oh,
Go right
all right.
on up. Just remember, she's grounded until the wedding.
So I guess she just can't leave.
Give my regards to your parents.
But we can visit her. Where is the meat? Well, the meat is not here. Mr. Potsdam wants the meat, but it is not here. The meat is in the slaughterhouse. Examine the thing. It's, one of those things. So, when Harvester came out, it got really low reviews. I'm not sure why. Ugh. Everything in this game seems to need to be washed. Alright, here's Stephanie. Let's see what she has to say about all this.
Who are you? What are you doing in my room?
Haven't you heard? We're getting married.
So, you're the one. Steve, isn't it?
You mean you don't know me?
I mean, I don't know anyone. I don't remember anything. How many times do I have to say it?
Just one, Stephanie, because I can't remember a damn thing either.
Really? Oh God, I thought it was just me.
You're not alone. Can you tell me what's going on here?
Those people downstairs have locked me in my room. They say I'm grounded until the wedding.
Alright, so we finally have found someone else who seems to be on our wavelength. She doesn't remember anything either, and she doesn't know what's going on. And of course I know the first thing you want me to say.
You're not making sense.
Yeah, it's only so far been the mother. Let's talk about these people.
They claim to be my parents. I can't dispute it because I can't remember for sure one way or the other, but it doesn't feel right. Do you have any idea where you do belong?
No, but I'm fairly sure I don't belong in Harvest.
Yeah. I can't remember anything, but I feel in my heart that the woman downstairs is not my mother. She's like this thing, like a parody, a bad joke with mother as the punchline. Does that make any sense?
Bad jokes in this game? I'm not sure if those fit together.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who sees it that way. I thought I was going crazy.
Join the club. But we can't both be crazy, Stephanie.
Either way, something really weird is going on here. I've got to escape, and so do you. Because in a way, whether you know it or not, I think we're both grounded.
What do you mean by that?
It's been hell. They treat me well, but they won't let me leave this room. Not even to go out in the yard. Not until the wedding.
They won't tell you why?
Each one blames the other for grounding me. They make up different excuses. Different things I did, none of which I remember. So I sit up here, watch the world outside my window, and listen to the noises in the house. Every morning, a weird boy comes to the house and picks up the paper. He doesn't deliver the paper. He picks up scrap paper that Miss Potsdam sets out on the porch for him. Some mornings she forgets, and the boy gets furious. He gives me the creeps.
Anything else you can tell me?
I hear these weird scraping sounds in the bathroom sometimes. Like something is sliding along the wall. Claws, maybe. And Mr. Potsdam. I don't like the way my dear daddy looks at me. Both of them are always watching me. Especially him.
You don't think they're dangerous, do you?
I think this whole place is dangerous. I think we've got to escape. Before it's too late.
Well, yeah, it does seem that this is not a place we want to hang out in. But how do we get out of here? I mean, fortunately we found each other, but everyone else seems to be in on whatever it is that's going on. How do we escape?
Escape?
Harvest is a prison, Steve. Don't forget that.
No, I think she's right about that.
Of course I'm right.
What about this lodge?
Everything in Harvest seems to revolve around this damned lodge, this Order of the Harvest Moon. They're responsible for this insane bake sale that's coming, and for the Harvest Blood Drive, too. When people talk about the lodge, it's always in this hushed, reverent tone. Mom keeps telling me that women can't join, but she keeps pressuring me to get you to join.
She's not the only one who wants me to sign on with the lodge.
That's probably the worst thing you could do.
You think the lodge is some kind of trap?
I think all of Harvest is a trap.
If that's true, maybe joining the lodge is the way out.
Look, why not explore the town a little? I can't get out of here, but if I could, that's what I'd do. Maybe you can figure out what's happening here without going anywhere near the lodge.
You're really afraid of the lodge, aren't you?
I look at that building, all lit up at night, and I get scared.
What? We just saw this.
I mean, look at the damn thing. Seem like a harmless bunch of Masons to you?
Alright, that was a little different. So, Stephanie seems to be very frightened of the lodge and is warning us away from it, but it seems that if anyone knows what's actually going on here, probably it's the lodge. What about amnesia?
Maybe my amnesia isn't total after all. You're familiar to me. Like we've met before. In another life.
Maybe we really do live here. Maybe we were together, and the same thing happened to both of us. An accident. Something.
Neither of us has bumps on our heads, if that's what you're getting at.
Have you been able to remember anything else? I mean, anything at all?
Well, I have had these recurring dreams. Just fragments, really. Strange, abstract images. Liquid, chrome.
Probably just a dream.
Well, have you thought about how to escape Harvest?
Well, not really. I mean, we've just been talking about it right now.
Come back and visit me soon, okay?
For right now... maybe let's head on out. She did warn us against going to the lodge, but, I mean, they seem to be the only ones who really know what's happening. And they did tell us that we could go to the post office to get an application for the lodge, so maybe we should head out there. Not the police station. That's not where we need to be. There it is. Ooh, 40% off packing peanuts. Man, I need to stock up on those to send out my packages.
Yes?
I need some help, Mr.
Postmaster Boyle, what can I do for you today?
Well, I mean, we're here for the lodge application.
Sorry, youngster, we're out of applications right now.
Come on, you must have one around here somewhere.
Well, I do have the master, but you can't write on that. And I only make copies once a month, on the button, regular as clockwork.
Can't he just make an exception in our case and make a copy?
It's not the effort, son. It's the principle. We must adhere to our standards. They're all that stand between civilization and chaos. I'm sorry, you'll just have to come back in a month, same as anyone else. And even then, I can't guarantee you'll get an application. The line is always long, and there are never enough to go around.
It's very important that I get in quickly.
That's what they all say. Postmaster Boyle, I'll just die if I don't get into the lodge. I can't make an exception, young man. It just wouldn't be right.
It's kind of hard to imagine that the line would be that long. This seems like a very small town, and if you assume that even half of the people here are members of the lodge, that leaves barely anyone who's not.
Next time you post, don't forget the zip code.
Heavens, I never forget that. Well, I mean, maybe the mail's in Braille. That's not impossible. And what's that? A zip code map with Harvest Dead Center. It's kind of hard to tell exactly where Harvest might be, just looking at that map. Three clocks, 3 times. So that didn't help us. We want to join this lodge, but they're saying that there's absolutely no way to get an application. Let's head to the general store, see what's there. There's absolutely no way to get an application. We have to wait to the 1st of the month, and under no circumstances will he make copies.
Can I help you, dear?
Who are you?
This is Phelps General Store, so who would that make me? Maybe you need to go back to Kain Memorial and have Miss Whaley teach you about logic.
I'm fuzzy on a lot of things these days. My memory's gone.
Pshaw, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious, I need some help.
Well, they say a sharp blow to the head is a good thing for amnesia, in which case I'd recommend Miss Whaley again. Then again, they say a good scare can jog the memory, in which case I'd advise you to visit the Sergeant at Arms over at the lodge. That man gives me the willies. Speaking of willies, how's your father?
Don't know. Haven't seen him.
Care to buy anything today?
Well, I don't know if we have any much money.
Just point to whatever you want. I'm a little hard of hearing.
We have that quarter. Yeah, we have 25 cents. What can that buy? You don't say. You know, if only we could get our hands on that master of the application. Maybe we could do something, but we don't have that. She was mentioning Kain Memorial School, and maybe we should go there and see what we find. Gasp! An adult magazine for 25 cents? I mean, we have enough money for that. So maybe we should do something illicit, something naughty. I don't know how to get off the screen. Oh, there, it says exit right there. So, Mrs. Phelps?
Steve. Care to buy anything today? Just point to whatever you want. I'm a little hard of hearing.
So can I just give you the quarter then?
A girly magazine? Why, Steve, I'm surprised at you. I'd expect that sort of thing from Deputy Loomis, but never from you. He's always coming in here oogling the girly magazines behind my counter. Darned if I'd sell him one, though. I know his wife, for heaven's sakes.
Well, will you sell me one?
I certainly will, Steve. That kind of interest is healthy for a young fellow. Steers him away from being a fireman.
I wonder what that meant. Well, in any case, I guess we know someone who might want this. Yep, we have it. But we also know, well, we also were told that maybe we should head down to the elementary school, see what's going on there.
Steve, good of you to drop by, big guy. Haven't seen you since graduation. A lot of changes, I hear.
You could say that.
Good, good. That's the nice part of my job. Turning fine young men and women out into the world, and then watching them prosper. Of course, I was able to reach more people at the old Sentinel, God bless her. But then again, I never got to see the results of my work up close before.
Who are you?
You know very well I'm Mr. Harold, principal of Kain Memorial. Steve, I've heard about this amnesia nonsense. I had hoped you'd be in the lodge by now, fine young fellow like yourself. But now, I think maybe you need a little more quality time.
Well, I mean, I guess we wouldn't be against quality time.
What do you mean, quality time?
Some, like Miss Whaley, favor stern discipline, corporal punishment, as a means of socialization. Myself, I temper discipline with love. Quality time can be such a warm, sharing experience. After just a few sessions, you'd stop this amnesia nonsense and become a productive member of society and a fit candidate for the lodge.
Maybe.
Big guy, borrowing some quality time, the greatest gift I can bestow upon you as your former principal is a word of advice. Join the Order of the Harvest Moon at any cost. Within the lodge lies your future, and without, dust.
Well, he seems very enthusiastic about us joining the lodge. The exact opposite of Stephanie.
Oops, you just lost me.
Yep, that doesn't really seem to be doing much.
Drop in again soon. Adult education is a wonderful thing, as is adult quality time.
He's really into this quality time. Maybe we'll take him up on that at some point.
My goodness, class, this is Stephen. He used to be a student here at Kain Memorial. Say hello, class. They're reticent. The educator's greatest problem today is the apathy of the students.
What's wrong with their heads?
I can tell you in one word, Stephen. Discipline. Thank goodness you weren't a sulky bear. You were always a smiley bear.
Then you remember me?
Not as such. So many pupils, Stephen. They come and they go. But I can always spot those who were nice boys. You can tell from the forehead. The lobes. Right, class? I'm glad you stopped by, Stephen. Would you care to say a few words to the class about civic responsibility?
Not really. I was just passing through.
Oh, but you must, Stephen. A positive role model might be just the thing to inspire these little monsters. Stephen, have you any questions for me? Or shall I continue with class?
I mean, maybe we should ask some questions.
Ask away, then.
What's all this about corporal punishment?
We don't practice corporal punishment here. I've never believed in that old adage, spare the rod and spoil the child. A rod is too thin. But a baseball bat? That bridges the generation gap quite nicely. Oh dear, Colonel Monroe is conducting another air raid drill. Everyone into the hallway, quick!
If an A-bomb hits, what good is it gonna do to duck and cover?
My stars, that was exciting.
Oh yeah, isn't it exciting? So maybe
Stop by any time, Stephen.
Maybe we won't. Maybe we won't be coming back. Someone asked what this game was rated. I mean, this was a PC game from the mid-90s, so I don't know if anything was actually getting rated at the time. I mean, you know, it's a PC game. You can just release a PC game without getting it rated by any authoritative body. What's anyone going to do about that? So, considering the time, maybe it's time for a little intermission. But before we do that, can't seem to leave. Why can't... Okay, there we go. Before we go to intermission, maybe we should just check out the missile base and see why this town has a missile base. And so I guess we never escaped Harvest. I'm sure there must have been an entirely good reason for why there was a missile base on the grounds in town. But yeah, that's Harvester. It's an interesting game. One that if you've never seen before is maybe worthwhile going through. It has certain messages about violence in video games, which you can probably figure out. You can probably work that out on your own. This might be something that maybe I'll go through at some point, since it is different. It's interesting. So maybe that's something that I'll do at some time. But for right now, that's it for Harvester, and I think we'll take a 10-minute break, and we'll come back with some other kinds of horror. So I'll see you in a little bit. Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream, our little scary stream, as we're continuing on with some horror games. We've taken a look at System Shock 2, we've taken a look at Harvester. Time to go with something a little newer. Last time, we took a look at the PlayStation 2 horror game Siren, and as you probably know, that game did get an update on the PS3 with Siren Blood Curse. I guess you would describe this as a reimagining of Siren 1. It's basically the similar story, but different characters doing different things than in the first game. We'll just take a look at this and see what the PS3 reimagining was like. I've only played through the beginning of this. I got it a while back figuring I'd play it, and then just never really got around to it, but we'll take a look at the beginning of it anyway. Is it better or worse? So far, I like the original Siren more than Blood Curse. But I mean, we'll just take a look at this and see how it turned out.
Feel that just now? It felt like everything shook for a second. What are they doing? I thought this was an abandoned village. Who are those people?
Damn, that's some fucked up shit. They should have killed her. Fuck.
No. Oh my god, they didn't actually kill her, did they? I can't believe this.
Quiet. No here.
No, they're gonna kill her too.
Shit, we gotta do something.
Oh my god. She's getting away.
Hey! Leave her the fuck alone! Hey, look, someone's trying to stop her. That guy's in deep shit. We gotta call the cops.
I don't have any reception. God, I can't watch this anymore.
Hey. Is she the actress that you guys hired?
Shit! How could they have just murdered her like that? Goddamn psychos! Fuck! Fuck! Help! A woman got stabbed! Tasukete! Hito ga shinda! Hello? Hello? Damn it! Where are the cops when you need them?
Indeed. Where are the cops when we need them? We're starting off playing as Howard Wright, and like in the original game, our first objective is to escape from the police officer.
What the hell?
Alright, so this game is very dark. I would say darker than the original game. So, we can bring up our menu like in the original game. This time it's with the D-pad, so it's a bit faster.
Hey! Yo!
So I can use my flashlight or yell.
Hey, wait, what are you... Ah! Shit!
Alright, we're gonna have to run away from this cop. It's really dark, so it's... we got... No, we're getting shot. We have to run away. It's really dark, it's hard to see. What? No, sorry, we have no time to help. Alright, we found this house. It's locked. I probably should hide. Some people were saying that, Alright, let's look around for this cop. Some people were asking about if they whiteicized everyone. A bunch of the characters in this game are Americans who are visiting this village. This game also has sight jacking, but unlike the previous game, you have split screen. Where is this supposed to take place? It takes place in a small Japanese village called Hanuda, which is the same place the original game took place in. When the screen goes like that, it means that... yep! It means that someone's getting close to us. Well, Howard does seem to be more resilient than Kiyoya was in the first game. I mean... I've been shot twice. Actually, should I? Maybe I shouldn't have unlocked that. Chip's mentioning that this version is a bit too Hollywood-esque for my taste. That's actually the intention of the game. It's the reason why the main characters are white. It's because the idea is that this is supposed to be a Hollywoodish remake of the original. Like that seemed to be the deliberate intent of the game makers in making Blood Curse. And I guess that's probably why a lot of people like the original more. Because isn't that how it always turns out when you have an Asian horror movie and then there's like a Hollywood version of it and then everyone says the Hollywood version isn't any good? Alright, I think he's gone. And he shot a door open. I could find that door. Okay. I'm making so much noise. I'm gonna track that cop. So I'm holding a sake bottle, and we do know this cop likes his sake, but I'll switch to the shovel. It seems like a better weapon.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Mission accomplished! Last time we accomplished the mission of sneaking past the police officer by hitting him with a truck, and this time we accomplished it by throwing the cop onto a spike and impaling him. So, yeah, things don't turn out well for that cop in either version of these games. You know, it just starts off just like a normal night. You know, you're touring Japan, you're a visitor, and then you end up killing one of their police officers. Isn't that just always the way? To fill out so much paperwork.
I know Mommy's scary, but don't cry, honey.
And why are you still wearing those glasses I gave you? Who keeps presents from their ex-wife? God, get rid of them already!
Hey! Cut it out!
Hey!
These are the only
What's wrong
glasses
with you
that
two?
I've got!
We just saw a goddamn murder and you're bickering over stupid shit!
What's going on? What's that?
Daddy said they don't exist. They don't exist!
So this game was released in episodic format in Japan when it first came out, which is why it's listed like that. So I guess you would have downloaded episode 1 first, which ended up being pretty short. And then sometime after that, episode 2 would have come out. I think when this came out in Western regions, it was after all the episodes were already done, so it just all came out at once. And it was like it's a digital release. I don't think it was a disc release. So let's see how episode 2 starts out.
That's some fucked up shit! They should have killed her!
God, they didn't actually kill her, did they?
Shit!
I can't believe
How could
this.
they have just murdered her like that? Goddamn psychos! Fuck! Hey! Is this some joke for TV? You never know what those idiots are gonna come up with. Bella! Melissa!
And so we're controlling Sam Monroe as he is left all on his own somehow after hearing the overpowering siren that incapacitated him. And he's realized that it's raining some kind of red liquid, which might be blood. I think it took longer in the first game before they realized it was raining that, but here we realize it right away.
This really isn't funny. Timing, Sam. Right.
Someone mentioned that all of the Japanese characters are wacky. It doesn't have to do with them being Japanese. It has to do with something else.
What's wrong with this place?
Are they intentionally making this bad to imitate bad Hollywood directing or what? Yeah, that apparently was the idea, that they wanted to mimic Hollywood directing style with this horror. But that person that we just saw get killed got right back up, started laughing, and has just started going back to work. It seems like this might be a dangerous person. Okay, no, they just saw us. Alright, so let's run. I'm assuming I should probably was intended to do something stealthy. Oh, hello. Oh, I gotta shake the controller! Oh, 6-axis. It's kind of weird that shows up in a PS3 game, considering how... Oh, there's no door. Considering how that... It kind of became something that wasn't really used at all in PS3 games after a time. Let's see. Shake that controller again! So I don't think I'm holding anything. So I probably can't really do much fighting. Probably should try to find something I can pick up. Oh, here we go. Even if I can't kill them permanently, at least I'll be able to... Okay, oh no, she lost me. She doesn't see me. Okay. Oh no, but one of my objectives is to knock her out. Pillows, you're asking if I've played this much? No, actually what you've seen right now is pretty much the extent that I have played it. I just never got around to it after starting it. Alright, so now I need to break the lock on the mining office door. Well, it says that we're near the mining office. So that's what this is. So now, where's that locked door? That looks like the lock right there. There we go. Mission accomplished! We apparently got hit in the face with a blunt object, is what it seemed.
What happened? Was I just imagining things? Damn. Now what?
Are you all right?
You're one of them.
Wait.
Why?
What a terrible wound. Can you walk? It's dangerous by yourself. Let me take you somewhere safe.
Alright, we're back as Howard Wright, who is, like Kiyoya in the first game, has found that he is still alive after being shot. And we have to escape to Karawari with Amana, who is taking the place of Hisako Yao from the first game.
You too have been given a very special gift.
And she's telling us about sightjacking. Alright, let's sightjack. So it looks like instead of using the analog stick, like in the first game, I can use L1 and R1 to auto-track onto the Shibito and anyone else who might be watching.
I stand here before you. The gift shall keep you safe. Now follow me.
Yeah, she's an exchange priestess. She's usually priestessing over in America, but she's spending some time in Japan. It's for her resume, you know. It looks good on there. International experience.
Please follow me.
Wonder if I have to press a button to jump. No, it's automatic. That might have gotten someone's attention. What? I'm shaking! Maybe it's too late to hide then. Sorry, I brought a friend. I couldn't really shake him. It looks like I brought two friends, actually. I guess they're ignoring Amana. Keep going up on that. And this town is flooded. There's a lot of water here. Someone sees me. It looks like Amana's being attacked. That's really no good. She should probably run. Let's give that another try. Alright, this is where it gives us the checkpoint. Let's see, where is a hiding place? I believe if I step out there, he's gonna see me. can't go... Oh, no, that is a hiding place. Oh, no, that didn't work. So the hiding places are not guaranteed. Guaranteed to work. Oh, I think I have to find where Amana is. I'm just not seeing where she is right here. Red, 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 red. Not getting any blue. Ah, no, there she is. I don't think I'm finding her. So, probably we'll go on to the next game. Don't seem to be making any progress here. So, Siren Blood Curse, as mentioned, it's a very action-ish, high-intensity, Hollywood-ish remake of the original Siren, which was much slower and quieter, I guess. Why is it flooding? I think a lot of that is seawater. Red seawater, maybe. And if we continued on in Siren, eventually you kind of find out why there's so much water everywhere and where we are, really. So I think that's going to be it for Siren. Like I said last time, I'd like to continue on with the original Siren at some point. Blood Curse, I'm kind of about. I kind of like to see, continue with it and see how it goes, but I'm not really liking it that much. All right. Forbidden Siren 2 is pretty good. Yeah, Forbidden Siren 2, I believe, did not have a US release. I'm not sure if it was only a Japanese release or if it had a European release. I know it never came out here anyway, but I would like to eventually try that one because I have heard too that it was good. A lot of people seem to like it more than the original Siren. So, for our next Tale of Horror, Cursed Mountain, talking about Cursed Mountain, I have Cursed Mountain. I've played through it. It's not great. I don't think I would recommend Cursed Mountain. Maybe we'll take a look at that some point, someday. Not right now, but yeah, I don't think I would recommend that game. Next up, though, our next Tale of Horror is going to be from the PlayStation 1. So it's Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain, the first Legacy of Kain game made by Silicon Knights, though they never made another Kain game afterwards, as it went to Crystal Dynamics, who continued it on with the Soul Reaver series, which Silicon Knights said really was not how they would have taken the series. But, of course, as we know what happened with Silicon Knights later on in their history, they didn't do a whole much else. They did this one, then it went to Eternal Darkness, then a big gap where 2 Human came out, then X-Men Legacy. I don't know if there's anything else in there. But as scary as Silicon Knights can be, Blood Omen, the first Blood Omen, has a good reputation. It's sort of like a dark horror-ish, Zelda-ish kind of game. Let's just take a look at it and see what it's about.
There is a magical operation of maximum importance. The initiation of a new aeon. When it becomes necessary to utter a word, the whole planet must be bathed in blood.
Call your dogs! They can feast on your corpses!
For fulfilling the circle mallet of the Siren, you are hereby damned. The pleasures of the flesh are no longer yours. You have but one purpose, damned warrior. You will serve us for eternity.
The tavern's closing. Best be on your way, stranger. What? No mug of ale for a weary traveller from distant Corhagen? I can reward you well, for I am of noble blood. I stay open for no man in these dark times. Things come with the night that no sane man would welcome. And so I left, cold of heart and soul, forced to the road and the long, bitter night.
So we start off with an intro that really does not tell us much about what is happening here, though it does make sense later on. And we are introduced to our character, Kain, who is a nobleman who has come a long way, but is being turned away at the inn, because apparently there are dark things out there, stranger. Things I would have no truck with myself. So, we're going out, turned away at the inn. Now, I've only played the beginning of this a long time ago. I've had the disc for a long time, but never really gotten into it. I played Soul Reaver, Fey Victus, but never really got into this. It does seem pretty good, except for the loading times, which we all know about.
Now.
Oh dear. We died.
Fey Victus, suffering to the conquered. Ironic that now I was the one suffering. Not anything as pedestrian as physical pain, rather the cruel jab of impotent anger. The hunger for revenge. I didn't care if I was in heaven or hell. All I wanted was to kill my assassins. Sometimes you get what you wish for. The necromancer Mortanius offered me a chance for vengeance, and like a fool, I jumped at his offer without considering the cost. Nothing is free, not even revenge.
You will have the blood you hunger for.
So this story moves pretty fast right at the beginning of the game. We are a nobleman who dies right away at the hands of thieves, or at the swords of thieves. We go to the underworld, and
I
we're
worked
dead.
the pain of a new existence, in a dank womb of darkness and decay.
And then a necromancer by the name of Mortanius approaches us in our eternal torment and gives us the chance for revenge, and we come back as a vampire. Alright, so here we are. We're a vampire, and this is our crypt. We still have our sword. But our first goal should probably be to get out of here. Get back to the world of the living. Ooh, a big trading card.
The sanctuary spell enables me to travel to my crypt, where the soil of my grave provides me respite. I often resort to this when I am weak and need nourishment.
There's a lot of narration in this game coming from Kain. Oh no, the Gravedigger. What's all this then? Another corpse coming back that we just buried. It's a hard day's work, you know. It's quite inconsiderate, it is. Alright, so I can stun them and then just suck all the blood out. I mean, we are a vampire, though it is kind of funny how he seems to have like these crazy straw powers to get all of the blood out of the body in the most fastest, efficient way possible.
Reputed to have been ripped from the chest of the greatest vampire to have ever existed, Janos Audron, the heart of darkness restores vampiric unlife. Life is precious, Janos discovered, as it was torn, throbbing and bleeding from his own body.
For some reason in our crypt, there are living people who are chained up here. I don't know why.
This ancient vial bears with it a dark gift indeed, for with it my life force is increased.
So, I mean, if someone's chained up and helpless, we can just do one of these. And, yeah. It's all in the goal of maintaining our vampiric unlife.
These ancient symbols of power contain raw magical energy that increases my own capacity to summon energy for the spawning of spells.
Someone asked if this is a sequel. No, this is the first Blood Omen game. After this, well, I don't need to do anything here because I already have max blood. After this came Soul Reaver from Crystal Dynamics. Then I believe the order was Soul Reaver 2. Then there was Soul Reaver Defiance, and then there was a Blood Omen 2, which actually does not really... It's not really part of the canon, I think? Anyway, as you saw in this tomb, we also have spooky skeletons walking about. Weren't those technically a prequel? No, the Soul Reaver games take place after this.
When rainfall comes, vampires are wise to find shelter from its acidic touch.
Alright, it's raining, and we're a vampire. We don't like that, so we're gonna have to take some cover, find somewhere we can go in, I guess. So this game has a lot of load times. It's kind of infamous for it, how every time you go in and out of somewhere it loads. Now I believe that there is a PC version of the game. in which the load times are pretty much eliminated. Might as well. The camera shifting is bothering you? Yeah, there's a lot of that. I mean, the game really zooms in a lot to make our character big on the screen. We can actually zoom out. That's the map. Yeah, we can do that. And everything looks not great, but I mean, we get a further view out. Let's see if there's anything else in there. There is a PC version. You need to use a patch to get it running on modern PCs. Yeah, I believe the PC version did come out around the same time as the PSX version, so, you know, that's going to be like probably like Windows 95 era. So it's not surprising that it would need to have a patch to get it running on a modern computer. You know, this gravedigger is just hanging out with these skeletons. It doesn't seem to be bothering anyone, so I don't know why he's so offended by our presence. What's with the clock on the right? I think there is a day-night cycle. It would make sense considering we're a vampire and everything. We can just straight up kill people as well. And we get little sound bites when we do that. Must have done that in the wrong order. There we go.
Fay Victus!
Fay Victus, of course, being Kain's little catchphrase that he likes to yell out.
These curious devices hurl bolts of whirling energy and eviscerate my human enemies by stripping ragged flesh from blood-stained bone.
Why, Kain, you make it sound so good. What's the catchphrase? Fay Victus. According to Kain, it means suffering to the conquered. Not just exploding skeletons, exploding green ghost skeletons, I think. You can get the PC version working on modern systems if you get Blood Omen Portable. Alright, I guess this is back at the beginning. Alright, so I guess there were just a few little pickups there that we could do. I don't know if that was actually needed to do that.
Hunger and weakness are no bar to vengeance's call. I would find my slayers and send them back whence I came.
I like the idea that Kain is just, as he's stomping around the graveyard, he's yelling that out. I guess I do need to go back up here. You know, he's just narrating his own life as he's walking about. What's the objective in this game? Well, right now, Kain's objective is to get revenge on these guys. They're right here.
Fay Victus!
What
trickery is this?
If we put you down once, we could do it again.
Their sneering faces were forever etched upon my memory. I had crossed death for this moment. My mind was empty save for one thought. I would kill.
There is no greater release than that from vengeance sated. With my assassins dead, my quest was over.
See, we won the game. Blood Omen Legacy of Kain is over. We got a revenge, and everything is done.
'Tis not over, Kain. These fools were merely the instruments of your murder, not the cause. Look to their masters. Look to the pillars. And gain way to the fortress of the mind.
Except, maybe, according to Mortanius, we have more to do. These were just hired hands, not the actual mastermind behind our death. So I guess our quest for revenge is not yet over.
The world had changed to my eyes. I had not expected such cruelty from the light. For in the embrace of the sun I could find no comfort, only malice. This would change in time for the worse, along with other things.
This was where the bloody deed of my murder took place.
Alright, I guess we're heading for Zigstrel. Oh wait, that guy wasn't attacking me. Maybe I didn't need to do that. How's everyone doing? Going alright? Alright. So this is the inn that we were denied lodging at. Alright, looks like that they're gonna get... Alright, I don't know why we're fighting, alright. So, sir, I mean, I think you're probably kind of indirectly responsible for our current situation, being that you could have just let us, pay you money for services, and you would not let us do that. I can't seem to get to him, though. Alright, I guess let's just kill everyone in the village. It seems to be what we're doing.
Victus!
Kain seems to be having a good time. I mean, I think Kain is going by the logic that if he's trying to get revenge, and he's not sure who he has to get revenge on, if he just kills everyone, he'll find the right person eventually. You know? Can I go in the back? It doesn't look like it. I think revenge is going pretty well. I mean, I guess I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, what else would I be doing in this game? Get a job as a blacksmith and shoe horns. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could use our evil eternal powers for that. That's one way of going about it.
The necromancer had offered me no warning as to what my resurrection would entail, and yet I must confess in my haste I had not sought one. Was his gift a curse? I would seek the pillars for an answer.
What? You mean this might have been some kind of Faustian bargain where we come back to life with powers, but maybe there were unforetold consequences? That can't be. I'm sure the necromancer was on the up and up with us. Yep, that's the place.
Save Victor!
There are a lot of bandits around. I mean, Kain seems to be doing everyone a favor right now, honestly.
Save Victor!
Anyway, we're off to find the pillars, wherever or whatever they might be.
Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor!
As daylight chases darkness, the vampire's power wanes.
Alright, so Kain acknowledged something about sunlight. Doesn't seem to be doing anything to us right now, but he did say something about our power waning.
The pillars of Nosgoth. Even in life, few sights have moved me such as this. I marvel that such beauty should grace our dying world.
Oh yeah, I forgot. The world that we're in is called Nosgoth. That is a great name for our dark vampire story. It's really good. All right, I think, yep, we've made it to the pillars. Let's see what we find out here.
Nopraptor, your madness has shattered our dreams and blinded you.
Keep your distance, or I'll send you back to hell, spirit!
There is nothing left of me to fear, vampire. I'm only a shadow of my former self, Ari, the balance of the Circle of Nine. Even so, I can provide the answers you seek.
I seek only a cure.
There is no cure for death, only release. You must destroy the sorcery that is now poisoning Nosgoth. Only then will you realize peace. The Nine of the Protectors of Hope were sworn to use their powers to preserve our world. Now these pillars have been corrupted by a traitor. My murder at the hands of this beast drove my love Nopraptor mad. Now he spreads misery and pain among the Circle, crumbling the very foundation of Nosgoth. You must restore balance. You must right the pillars of Nosgoth.
I care not for the fate of this world.
Then for yourself, Kain. Beware the unspoken.
Hold on.
Nopraptor, with his blind act of vengeance, threatened to destroy all of Nosgoth. Each Circle member was bonded to the pillar he served. The pillars reflected the mental state of their servants, and as the minds of the Circle degenerated and descended farther into dementia, the pillars crumbled. To restore them, each member of the Circle had to die, and the artifact that served as their link to the pillar had to be returned. Only when all the pillars were restored did Ariel claim my curse would end. And so,
my hunt for Nupraptor began.
So, Silicon Knights, they're pretty good at coming up with names. Nosgoth, Nupraptor, Mortanius. There's pretty good names for this. So, Ariel has just informed us as to what our quest is. We have these pillars, which...
The pillar of conflict.
Which sort of support the world somehow. I don't really explain how they do that. And one of them, Nupraptor, has gone mad and killed Ariel, and Nupraptor's madness is corrupting the other guardians.
The pillar of balance.
Let's take a look at all these other pillars.
The pillar of nature. The pillar of the mind.
So that's probably Nupraptor's.
The pillar of dimension. The pillar of energy. The pillar of time. The pillar of states.
Why does it have angry monster faces on it?
The pillar of death.
Alright, so this is basically its way, I guess, of telling us how long the game is. We know Nupraptor is the guardian we have to go through now, but you might assume that, you know, each of these pillars has a guardian. So, time to go on our way. Let's see. Can we go behind this? Doesn't look like it. There's a teleporter there, and I think we came in from that one, so let's go on this one and see where it takes us.
These beacons serve as landmarks during my flights in bat form. Once I have committed their locations to memory, I can always return.
So we're a vampire, which, you know, it means we can turn into a bat.
In bat form, I can travel great distances with ease. From my vantage in the heavens, no region of Nosgoth is forbidden to me.
So that's basically the fast travel of this game, it seems. And I see people talking about the F2P Nosgoth game, which I don't know who that is supposed to appeal to. I don't know who wants that.
Hey, Victor!
That's a pretty sweet image of us doing... I don't know, we're making a spirit bomb, I guess is what's going on there. So I'm not sure what this place is or why we've gone in here, but it was in the way. Obviously, there are suffering people here, and I guess we are going to have to relieve them of their suffering. It just so happens that it helps us out because we need the blood.
While it is true that natural light weakens a vampire, magical light can have many uses indeed.
Will he tell us what they are? Doesn't sound like it. All right, we'll help you. I might have wanted to record maybe a couple more voice clips for the people on the walls. I know. Help you, please, kind sir. So there's a gate at the top, but I haven't seen a button or anything to open that up. Do I play Kain as a paragon or a renegade? Well, I mean, he's a vampire who's come from the depths, so I mean, you play him as he, I suppose, as you think he would be played, which is basically to kill everyone and drink all the blood, because, you know, what else would he be doing? Kind of hard to see anything in this room. It's mostly dark. That looks like some kind of ghost person on the wall. And the blood was blue. So maybe I restored my magic points or something by doing that. I should equip my light spell. It's probably a good idea. Let's see, it's this one here. Alright, yeah, that makes things easier to see. Alright, there's a button. Was that guy transparent? Yeah, it does seem that some of the captives are transparent. And we get blue blood from them. I don't know who this kind sir is everyone is addressing. It surely can't be Kain, the vampire, who is pretty clearly a vampire. Can you not actually save them? Yeah, that's correct. I don't think we have any means of actually saving them from the wall. It's either just leave them there or drink the blood.
Please, help me, kind sir! Help me, kind sir! Please, help me, kind sir!
You wonder how those guys last so long. It doesn't seem like anyone's coming in here to give them any food or anything. They're just sort of, chained up here.
Please, help me, kind sir! Please, help me, please, sir! Help me, kind sir! Please, help me, kind sir!
What if they come back and come for vampire revenge? Oh, how would they do that? They would have to make some kind of bargain with, I don't know, a necromancer, I guess? Whatever that is, if that even exists. To come back and take revenge on us. But, I mean, what are the chances of that happening? Like, where have you ever heard of something like that happening, really, now? That's just unrealistic. Why is this a cult classic? Well, I mean, it was different for the time. Like I said, it's a pretty Zelda-ish kind of game, except it has a very dark theme. Not really seen too much at the time. I mean, right now, a game that's going to be all dark and full of vampires and monsters, it's not exactly the most original thing, but, at the time, not something you would see all that much. And the writing and voice acting is pretty good. Yep, we already know about that place. We're trying to get away from that place.
Victus!
Well, that seems new, but I guess Kain has nothing to say about it. Knocked home. Right, that's a picture of us as a bat. Not sure why it's here. Did this come out before Diablo? I'm not sure. It would have had to have been pretty close, I think. That seems like roughly the same period of time.
My lupine form enables me to move like lightning and leap over obstacles barring my path. But the guise of the wolf brings with it its own kind of hunger and rage.
Okay, so that's us as a wolf, not as a bat. Oh, spikes all around. Let's see where that is. Not there. Pressing all of the buttons. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, we're a dog. I'm not sure if we have a time limit as a dog. Can't seem to go through there. This way? No, it doesn't look like it. No time limit? Okay, there we go. Now it looks like we can still drink blood as a dog. Alright, I guess that's what we had to hit. How does the camera work? The character is almost centered, but not really. Yeah, I know, the camera is kind of weird. It kind of stops and starts. It doesn't have you completely centered, but rather seems to move around. As you reach, like, maybe sort of borders inside of the game screen that activate the camera movement. It's kind of hard to say. Well, we can really move pretty fast as a wolf. Oh, water! Alright, that was not any good. Can we get up on there? It doesn't really look like it. I can't risk going into the water, because that really hurts us a lot. Oh, I turned back. Is there an invisible wall to the south? Well, not invisible, but I mean, it's there's a cliff over there. Maybe I need to try to get some health. Turn into a bat? I could try that, but I think the bat. Nah, I'm not getting help from these guys. I think the bat is fast travel. I don't think I can actually fly up there as the bat. You can jump up the cliff as the wolf. Alright, let's give it a try. Oh, yep, you're right. There we go. Alright, got a little health back. Is there a reason water hurts? It's because we're a vampire, and, you know, it's, I guess, a thing that hurts vampires. In the world of Nosgoth. Maybe I should turn back. So I do have some weapons that I haven't really been using. I guess we can try that. Whoop. No, not that. Weapon. Let's see. There we go. Wow, it turned him into a skeleton full of meat. I guess we're gonna need to use the wolf to jump across, but it doesn't look like there's enough room to actually make that jump. Well, you know, it is 11 o'clock, at least over here, so it's about time that we're going to have to end tonight's spooky stream. Wanted to see if we could actually get anywhere in Blood Omen, maybe to some kind of location before stopping, but it seems that we've hit some spikes, and it is late. So, I guess It'll be it's time to end the stream until next week, in which we continue on with some more scary stuff. So tonight, we did some System Shock 2, in which I did very badly in, but I am interested. I've always been interested in trying to play that game, so I'm thinking that maybe at some point we'll come back to System Shock 2 and just, maybe try to continue on in it. Maybe, actually plan out what it is that we're going to do as far as speccing ourselves up in the beginning section of the game, and then maybe actually try to make a serious run. So we'll see about that. Then after that was Harvester. Not sure what I want to do with Harvester. I kind of want to do something with that. I have to think about that. After that was Siren Blood Curse, and I don't know. I really like Siren, and Blood Curse just never really grabbed me the way Siren did. So while I would like to do something more with Siren, I don't know if we'll be revisiting Blood Curse. And then Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain, which is something that I've, started a few times over the years, but never really got into. And it seems like it could be interesting, but, it's, well, you just saw what it is. It's a mid-90s game. Yeah, mid-90s. Zelda-ish, dark, vampire-ish game with a lot of voice acting and story and all that. And I thought this was kind of interesting. But I don't know if we'll revisit it. But next week will be another horror stream in which we continue on with some spooky games. And, we'll just see what we have next week. As always, it'll be a surprise. I'll see you next time. Have a good week. Have a good night. Try to get some sleep. Try to get a good amount of sleep, because I know it's always difficult with these games being as scary as they are. Just so frightening. I'll see you next time as we play some more spine-tingling games and spend another scary night together. Have a good time, have a good night, have a good week, and stay scared.